Hello, everyone. Retro Robbie here with another penny box break, and I got customer wrap rolls again this time. So, what am I gonna do? You know, you gotta take what the bank gives you, and we gotta take it. So, there's nothing wrong with customer rolls. I always seem to find more heirs of varieties and customer rolls than I do in bank rolls. So, I don't have a problem looking through these. I get probably a little less wheat, but hey, it's always fun to find something in here, and especially stuff customers miss. So we will take it. We will search it. You know what we're going to look for. We're going to look for those Wheaties. We're going to look for those Canadians and 2009s and other heirs variety goodies that we can find in here. So let's not waste any more time. I will bring you in on the first find. All right, very first roll. And we got a couple of finds here. We got not only one Canadian, we got two Canadians, we got three Canadians in this roll. We almost got a whole family Canadians here. They were trying to find their way back home, but they stopped here. So I'll pull each one and see what we get. So the first one is right there. It is Queen's facing towards us. So let's flip that around, see what we get. We get a 1979. Very nice. Has some luster on it. I don't think it's going to upgrade my book, but that's in very good shape for 1979. As you know, 98% copper goodness there from our brothers up north in Canada. And where did that second one go? I saw three now all of a sudden. There's the second one right there. And look at that. Right there. That is a young head. So you know that's going to be older than 64. So let's flip that over and see what year we get. We get 1964, the last year of the young heads. So very nice. We will take that. That is Canadian number 2. And right there is the last one, fourth from the end. And that one's facing towards us, and that's 1982 of 98% copper goodness. Yeah, it's dirty. It looks like it was stuck in the dirt for a while, but we will take it. We will claim it. It is ours. That is 3 Canadian pennies in the very first roll alone. So yeah, we're on really good pace for some major Canadians. As you know, I get a lot of them, and we will take them, and I'll keep on searching and bring on the next find. All right, roll 4 is going to give us our 4th Canadian, and right there it's popping up. So let's take a peek and see what that is. That is a 1963, so you know what that is. That is a young head. That is our second young head. 4th Canadian, second young head. So, man, our odds are good for finding these old ones. So, we will take it. 1963 Canadian of pure 98% copper goodness from my friends up north. And I didn't see anything else off the top, so we'll keep on searching and bring on the next find. All right, roll 6, and we got another Canadian, and look at that. It's another young head facing towards us, so we know it's going to be 64 and older. So let's flip it around and see what we got. We got a 1957, so very nice older queen there. I'm loving it. That is our oldest young head so far. It's 57. That's like the first year of the queen, if I recall, too. So it's either a 56 or 57. So we will take that all day long. 1957, the Canadian with a young head on it. And I'm not seeing anything else here. So I'm going to keep on searching and bring on the next find. All right, roll 13. And we're going to get our first Wheatie. It kind of shocked me. I'm just kind of going along. I usually kind of lay out the rolls like you see there, and I didn't see anything special, but this one's facing upward, and it is a 1944 San Francisco. So if you're going to get Wheaties, if you're not going to get as many Wheaties, you might as well get them from San Francisco, because those are a little bit harder to find than the regular Denver and Philadelphia. So very nice 1944 San Francisco, nothing special. It's been passed around, but hey, we will take that, our very first wheat set, and we'll keep on searching and bring on the next find. And we're on roll 16 here. We got another Canadian, and when I looked at it, look what we got there. We got another 1967 Rock Dove. I love these things. These are cool. And to get as many as I do, I'm actually shocked. People have a hard time finding these. I find them quite regularly, and I love it. I love the 67 Rock Doves. So there we go. That's what they look like. They are beautiful. The only year they produced them was in 1967 to celebrate their 100-year anniversary. So we will take that. That is our, I believe, our sixth one. So averaging, slowing down a little bit. Not like the beginning there, we had a bunch of them, so they slowed down a little bit, but we'll take it and we'll keep on searching and bring on the next find. All right, we are on roll 20 here. We got multiple Canadians in this one, and one of them is very old, I saw. So let's take a peek. There he is. King George is facing us. We know that's going to be an old one there. Look at that. King George. I love getting these. You don't see them very often, but I get quite a few of them. So let's flip King George over and see what we get. We get a 1944. So very nice older Canadian there. King George from 1944. And we'll pull the second one out. The queen is facing us. It has a little luster left, so let's flip that around and see what we get. That one is a 1981. So very nice. We got two from Canada, one King George, one Queen Elizabeth, both 98% copper goodness. And that is number 8 and 9. So we're doing quite well in the Canadians. We're hitting about average for us. So as you know, I get quite a bit of Canadians. So we'll keep on searching and bring on the next find. All right, very next roll, roll 21, and we got another Canadian there. So I figured I'd bring that up because that is Canadian number 10. And I want to see what this one is. So it's facing towards us. And that one's sticking to me. That is a 1981 of 98% copper goodness from our friends up in Canada. And I've been getting a lot of 1980 81s. That is literally my fourth one from 1980 81. So very nice. We will take it. Canadian number 10. And I didn't really see anything else in here. So we'll keep on searching and bring in the next find. All right, roll 23, and we got multiple Canadians in here, so I thought I'd bring you in, and let's see what we got. So there's the first one. It's facing towards us. It is a 1970 of 98% pure copper goodness from my friends in Canada. So very nice, 1970. And let's take a peek at the second one. I know there's a second one in here somewhere. I saw it. And right there is a 1961. So you know what that means. We flip that over. That is a young head. Yeah, very nice. Getting a lot of older Canadians in this box. I think that's my fourth young head. And we got one King George. And let's see if there's anything else in here. I didn't see it off top. So I am not seeing anything else. 74D. All right, the roll is out there, so you know what time it is. It is live. So we will keep on searching and bring on the next find. Open up the 25th roll live to see if we get anything good. So here we go. This has been an average customer roll box, I'd say. We already got 14 Canadians, so that's pretty good. We got one Wheatie. So like I said, I usually get more Canadians, less Wheaties. Still have enough on an air variety, so we will go through that. So let's open this up and see what we get. And I'm not seeing anything off the top here. And hey, we're gonna get a Canadian right there. We're gonna pull a Canadian live. So let's take a look at that one. And that is a nice older one. That is a 1959. So you know what that is. That is the young head. So very nice. We're getting quite a bit of older Canadians. That's for sure. We got the one King George. And I got quite a few young heads, actually. That is my fifth young head. So very nice. I will take that all day long. 98% copper, as you know. So can't complain one bit. And oh, right there at the end, we got another one. That one's in really good shape. So let's turn that around. The queen is facing us. It is a 1973 with quite a bit of luster. So that makes a Canadian 15 and 16. So again, quite a few Canadians. And also, one thing I've been noticing is there's quite a bit of copper in here. So my copper content is going to be pretty big. It's going to be way above average, I think, for me. A whole bunch. There's a 65. There's an 80. There's a 64 Philadelphia. So there's quite a bit of copper in these rolls, which I really like. So we will bring you on the next find. All right, very next roll, roll 26, and we got multiple Canadians in here. We almost got a family. I think that I saw 3 in here. So let's take a peek what we got here. The first one's facing up. It looks like a 1970. That is 1970 Canadian penny, 98% copper goodness from my friends up in Canada. And I know I did find when I was going through here, I did find a 1959 Denver. That's a transitional year, so we count that. That's a half a point on my score sheet. It's ugly, it's abused and circulated, but we will take it and we will still count it. And where the second one go here? And where did you go? Right there in the middle. And we'll flip that over. It is 1975, so another mid-70s copper penny from Canada. So that is 16, 17, and there's the 18th one right there. So, man, we are catching up quickly on our average of 20 Canadians in a penny box. So let's flip that over. The Queen's facing us. That is a 1971, so we got 3 Canadians, all from the 70, all 98% copper. So we will take that. There's quite a bit in here. Again, a whole bunch of copper, as you see, and we will count that as well. So we'll keep on searching and bring on the next find. All right, roll 33, and we got multiple Canadians in this one. So let's take a peek what we got. We got actually 3 here, and they're all towards the end here. Actually, that one was an ender, so let's pull the ender out first. The ender is 1961, so you know what that is. Let's flip that around. That is a young head, so there we go. Very nice young head from 1961 in Canada. We will take that. And we'll go just down the row here to the second one here. That one looks like the older Queen facing towards us, so let's take a peek what we get. Oh, yeah, there we go, our second rock dove. 1967, the Centennial Rock Dove from Canada. That's our second one in this box, so that's pretty cool. We will take that all day long, and then 2 from that is another young head. So there she is, all young and beautiful. Let's flip that around and see what we get. Get a 1963, so we got 61, 63, 67, so 3 very older ones. We will take that all day long. That makes it 24, 25, and 26 Canadians. We're getting a mess full of them. I have to look at my record. I think my record's in the 40s, but we'll check that out. But we're approaching it because we're only on roll 33, and we're getting tons of Canadians. So we'll keep on searching, bring on the next find. All right, roll 36, and we got multiple Canadians in this one, so let's take a peek. We got a shiny one, and we got a brown one, so let's do the brown one first. It's facing towards us, and it is going to be a 1963. No way, it is another young head. We are getting tons and tons of young heads in this box. I think that's my 8th one. I think that's going to set a record for young heads. So 1963, very nice Canadian young head. We love her. We love the Queen. God save the Queen. All right, and the second one, where's that shiny one? Right there. And that one is 1986. So again, 98% copper goodness from my friends up in Canada. I thank you for your 98% copper coins. They give me pleasure. There's a bunch of them. I get a lot of them. You don't have them no more, but I will take them all. So there we go. And that is Canadian penny 28 and 29. So we're almost getting to our 30 plateau. And I will bring you on the next find when I see the next Canadian or anything else good for that matter. So we'll be right back. All right, we're on roll 41 here, and I brought you in because we got multiple Canadians here. So looks like we almost got a whole family. We got like 3 I saw. So let's pull them up one at a time. So there's the first one. Queen Elizabeth's facing us, so let's flip that around. That is a 1965, so the first year of the regular Queen. So very nice. We will take that older 1965, 98% copper goodness there. Here comes our second one, and that one has a little luster left on it. That is 1976, so very nice. We will take that. Another 98% copper. And the third one, it was towards the end here, second from the end. And that one's a 1965. That one's facing us. So again, first year of the regular queen, but that is our second 65 in this roll. So very nice. We will take that. And that is Canadian 30, 31, and 32. So we're getting quite a few Canadians in this box, and haven't had one for a while, but when they come in bunches. So we will take that all day long. I'm not seeing anything else in here, so I'm going to keep on searching and bring in the next find. All right, we are on roll 46, and we got multiple Canadians here. So let's take a peek what we got. There's the first one. It's right there. Queen Elizabeth's facing us, so let's turn around and see what we get. We get 1968, so a nice older Canadian, and 98% copper goodness from my friends up in Canada. And got the second one right here, and that is a young head facing us, so very nice. We know that's going to be older than 64, so let's take a peek what we get. We get a 1964, the last year of the young head, so very nice. We got two Canadian pennies from the 60s. One's a young head, one's the regular one, and that is Canadian 35 and 36. So 4 more rolls left. We're approaching 40 Canadians, so that's quite a bit. We usually average about 20 or so we will take it. Always love 98% copper goodness, so I'll take it every time. So we'll keep on searching and bring on the next find. All right, the roll is out there, so you know what time it is. That is roll number 50, and as you know, we open 50 live. So here we go. Let's open it up now. So let me tell you, if you like Canadian pennies, this video is for you. If you like wheat pennies, this one's not for you. Found only one wheat penny, but we found tons and tons of Canadian pennies. So let's see if we can find one in this one. And look at that! It pulled out right at the end. We had a Canadian penny ender. Look at that! There's a second one. We pulled 2 lives. So we will take that all day long. So let's take a peek at both of those Canadians since we got them out. And first one is 1966. So a nice older 98% copper from our friends up north in Canada. And let's pull that second one. It's facing towards us. That one's going to be 1976. So again, 98% copper goodness. I love it. And that makes that 36 and 37. So we didn't get quite 40, but man, 37 is a lot of Canadian pennies for anyone. And you know the crazy thing is, all 37 of them are 98%. I did not get any zinc Canadians this time. And as a matter of fact, you can see in here, there's not going to probably be a, Wheatie, because we only got one. But there's a lot of copper in here, that's for sure. And I'm going to bring it right up there. And look at that thing. That thing is filled to the brim. I can't get any higher than that. So you know we're going to have a huge copper load as well in this box. So we will take it. Let me count this out. Let me count the coppers, and we'll get back to you and give you a summary of this box. All right, here is a summary of that penny box roll, the customer wrap rolls. And like I said, if you are a fan of Canadian pennies, this video is for you. If you're a fan of wheat pennies, this video is not for you, because I only got one Wheatie, and we'll start that out right here. And that one is, at least it was a 1944S. So if you're going to get one wheat penny, make sure you get a San Francisco one, because that's the ones that usually is the least produced that year. So 1944 San Francisco wheat penny. That's all we got. But the highlight was the wheat pennies. So we ended up with 37 wheat pennies. All 37 of them were copper. And the amazing thing is, of the 37, 11 of them were young heads. I think that's the most young heads I've ever pulled out of a box. So, I mean, very nice. And this one from 1962 is, man, that is BU to the T. And that is a beautiful 1962 young head. I love it. So 11 young heads. We did end up with two 1967 rock doves. So just to find one's kind of hard, but to get two in a box is kind of special. So we will take that all day long. Pretty decent shape, both of them. They're brown, but what are you going to do? And then finally, we got 1944 King George VI. So very nice. We will take that. So both the American and the Canadian pennies were both from 1944. So I'm loving it. We will take that. So some other minor finds as well. I got two 2021s, the first in a box find. So we will take that. As you know, I will save them until I see what the mintage is on those. And if it's low, I'll keep them. If not, we throw them back to the wild. And then we also got two 2009. So about average. I get 2 to 3. So nothing special there. No errors or varieties in the 2009. But we keep them because they are lower. It was a low mintage year. And up next, we actually ended up with 10 from 1959. I keep track of 59 too. It's a transitional year, so that's actually quite a bit. I usually get about maybe 6 to 8, but 10 seems a little high for me. And including that nice 1959 Denver, it is in like very AU, high AU type of penny right there. I wouldn't say it's BU, but man, that is in really nice shape for a 1959 Denver. So we got 10 of those. We also got a couple of S pennies from the late 60s, early 70s, including that very nice 1972 San Francisco. So no other varieties in there, but definitely I will check that 72S for my book. And we got a couple of BU pennies. I will check my book also. And as you see, we have a ton of copper pennies. We ended up with $11.15 worth of copper pennies. That was 44.6% of the box. So almost half that box was just pure copper goodness. Right now, copper's going, a good clip right now. So each copper penny is worth 3 cents. So it's a 3-for-1 special. So think of it as this. I got $33 worth of value here. So we will take that all day long. This is going to go to my storage. As you know, I store the copper pennies. So that is it for this box. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, leave a comment. See what you liked and all that. Leave a comment. Hit the like button. Smash that subscription button. We're close to the $200 subscriber giveaway. And if we get 200, if you like coins, you can choose the coins. So be on the lookout for that. So Retro Robbie saying, collect what you love.